We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the second of four between the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. The Cubbies are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Anibal Sanchez is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
First delivery to him on the way. This is pulled into right. Thames is there to put it away for out number 1.
Batting second, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Eaton is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
So, guys, these Nationals, as they interplay here tonight, despite that loss last time out, they've been one of the hottest teams around, winning 8 in a row before that.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Zimmerman is there, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Now it'll be Washington's turn in a scoreless ball game. Tyler Chatwood is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this has been a really strange year for this guy. He's pitched much better at home than he has on the road. He struggled on the road almost the entire season up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around in this one here.
Striding in, Trey Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
A good movement bearing in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he wants to get that curveball down or he's going to get hurt.
The 2-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. And one batter in, and the Cubs are going to have to handle a threat to run on the base paths.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Adam Eaton digging in next. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Here's Howie Kendrick, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And the run will score as the Nats are off to a 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Roll. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
Here now is Juan Soto. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 1-0. Eaton on second. Kendrick at first with no outs. Fouled off. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Roll, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out. Now at the plate, Eric Thames. Batter-pitcher matchup numbers with Tyler Chatwood. He's gone 3 for 11. He also has 1 home run. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Thames, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers. He signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come offseason.
But no double play here as he's back in safely at third. So runners at the corners with 2 gone, and that means the catcher Yan Gomes bats next. Here's the first pitch to him.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Grounded softly down the line toward first. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. bounce towards the second baseman. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. New inning set to get underway. Here's Javier Baez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
That is it. The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Pitch on the way. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
That is it. The center fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Now here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Nationals on top, 2-0. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He went deep in the contest last night.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Zimmerman makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there and records the first out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And manning second base, none other than Jason Kipnis. This guy likes to get dirty. He's also known as one of the best hitting second basemen in the game. Really solid on the defensive side as well.
In now, Anibal Sanchez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. One out, nobody on. And he buries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Out of play. And another foul ball. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
A speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Fouled away. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first. Here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel, because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
2 out, nobody on. This is on the ground over to first. A flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now here's the pitch. Hit hard towards center, and that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. First pitch on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. This is line to left. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
In today's game, with so many shifts being deployed on a day-to-day basis, for a batter to stay tall and drive a backdoor breaking ball the other way fires me up.
Now at the plate, Tyler Chatwood, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they indeed want the pitcher to move his runners as he puts this one down. Kendrick. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
The first baseman, number 44,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. From the belt, the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. There's one. Relay to Zimmerman, the double play to end the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Bottom of the inning now. In now is Adam Eaton. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Adam Eaton.
Now here's the pitch. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
At the plate now, Howie Kendrick, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Ooh, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Well, I bet the manager breathed a sigh of relief when he saw he wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
Juan Soto to the plate now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Here's the 2-0.
That's ball 3.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Swinging away and maybe a bit too anxious there. Still ahead in the count, 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
The right fielder, number 9, Eric.
Digging in, Eric Thames. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. Line toward right center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Given the situation, he's got an opportunity to break this game wide open. Not close. It's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Bases are loaded with only one out. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Left fielder looking up. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. Home run number 3 here in the early going. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
And that is why you just can't put yourself in a bases loaded situation. You've got nowhere to put the hitter, and he knows it. So he sets up, waiting to pounce, and that's exactly what he does. Jumping all over this thing for a grand slam.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Trevor McGill is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. To the plate now as Dribble Cabrera, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the power-hitting first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, and he fans on it at third. It's down the left field line.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Standing in now, Anibal Sanchez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Line drive to left. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Hard hit towards center. Happ's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But the damage in the inning came right here for the Nationals, a grand slam home run. We played 3 full, and this is now a 6-0 ball game. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Now here it comes. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. The pitch. Grounded to first. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant. First pitch on its way. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And that is off the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
So up until this point, they've had to bite and scratch for every single thing. But he puts a good swing on this one and nearly knocks it out of the park. So we'll see if it's contagious and his partner can pick him up right here.
And that brings up Javi Baez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. With runners in scoring position this season, Baez averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly 250. The 0-1 delivery. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. The 1-2. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Schwarber.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Soto will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They still find themselves down 6-zip. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading up for the
Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. Now at the plate, Adam Eaton. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And there's 1 away. The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. Hit down the third baseline. But a foul ball here. 0-1. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. Throw on to first, and Kendrick is gone. 2 away now. Stepping up now, Juan Soto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. They'll flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. Nationals gone in order, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He said that although he's not against swinging at the first pitch, today they're doing so way too often and at well-executed pitches. As a result, 6 of their at-bats have resulted in outs on just the first pitch.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. In now, Ian Happ. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. This pitch is popped up. Should be room for Gomes behind the plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, Victor Caratini.
At the plate, Victor Caratini. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Eaton is after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. First pitch on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. Now here's the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Digging in and looking for more, Eric Thames. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First offering on its way. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that's the first out.
The batter, the catcher, Young. Go!
At the plate, Yan Gomes. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ is under this one. And that's out number 2.
The third baseman, number 20. Asdrubal Cabrera.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the switch-hitting former All-Star Asdrubal Cabrera. Here's the first pitch to him. 2 out, nobody on. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Now Cabrera awaits the 2-2.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
3 up, 3 down for Washington. They lead it 6-0. David Bodie will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 13, David Bodie.
Back at it is Sanchez as he moves ahead of the leadoff man here. 0-1. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. The windup and the 0-1. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
First baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Now here's the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And now a pitch on the way. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone! A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and they're on the board at 6-1.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Up next to the Cubs, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. This is foul right side. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Cubbies draw a bit closer on the strength of this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Nationals 6 and the Cubs 1. Alec Mills enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 30, Alec Mills.
Digging in now, Ryan Zimmerman. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Zimmerman.
Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Happ is right there. 1 pitch, 1 away.
The pitcher, number 19, Anibal Sanchez.
Into the box now, Anibal Sanchez. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Fouled off. One out, nobody on. Fouled away. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Here now is Trey Turner. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ball. 2 out, nobody on. This is on the ground over to first. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They lead it 6-1. Set for the start of the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Javier Baez. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber popped him up. Kendrick is calling for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, the center fielder, Ian Happ.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Third at bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And he's safe.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Stepping in now, Victor Caratini, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he popped him up. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
So digging in now, Jason Kipnis. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. That evens it up, 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Another one sent foul. The next 1-2 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Now at the plate, Adam Eaton. He was a ground out victim last time up.
The center fielder, Adam Eaton.
First pitch of the at-bat. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Schwarber moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning.
Up next for Washington, the second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
Digging in, Howie Kendrick. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off there, 1-0. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Swing and a line drive. But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Juan Soto. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And it's fouled away.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Hunter Strickland has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 60, Hunter Strickland.
Albert Almora is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Albert Almora.
swing and a blooper to the right side. Right fielder coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
In now, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set with the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Strickland has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Thames is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So coming to the plate, Jason Hayward has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And now a balk has been called here as he came to the plate too quickly. And you can forget about that double play now as the runner moves into scoring position with 1 away. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Soto will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The batter, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Stepping in, Chris Bryant. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
2 out here and a runner at second.
Nope.
1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. And this one is gone. A home run. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
So now to the plate, Javier Baez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Last time through was a base hit. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
The 1-1. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Drives it out to deep right center field after it is eaten. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Nationals 6 and the Cubbies 3. Jeremy Jeffress is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 24, Jeremy Jeffress.
Ready for another shot now. Eric Thames. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. First delivery to him on the way. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. Taken in by Kipnis. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher,
Coming to the plate now, Yan Gomes. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Now the 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. One out, nobody on.
Ball.
Inside and low, 2-1. This pitch is popped up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
the third baseman, number 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
So 2 down now in the Washington 8th, and that'll bring in the switch-hitting former All-Star Asdrubal Cabrera. First pitch on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They still lead it 6-3. So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. And there are the final numbers for the Washington starter. He was great all night long.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Sean Doolittle comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 63.
Standing in now, Ian Happ. Swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. Zimmerman is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now back, catcher, Victor Caratini.
Ready for another chance, Victor Caratini. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Doolittle stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He's currently on a one-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary.
Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Nationals have come back to even up this four-game series at a game apiece as this one is over.
Well, he didn't even break a sweat in this one. 3 pitches, he gets the out, and heads to the clubhouse to celebrate. Can't do much better than that.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. The Nats jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Anibal Sanchez takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Tyler Chatwood struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for the ballgame tonight. For the victorious Washington Nationals, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Cubs, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Anibal Sanchez. His record is now 2-1. The save to Sean Doolittle, his 4th. The loss goes to Tyler Chatwood. He falls to 2-2. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.